Oh, YTPC, Joshua Stewart, pipe up north. Well, as I mentioned a while back, I think on my last video, I don't like to do things exactly the same way as everybody else does. So I'm not gonna do a giveaway based on a certain number of subscriber milestone. Instead, I decided to do based on a milestone of the view count, which I believe was last Saturday. I hit 25,000 views on this channel. So I figured that's a good enough milestone to do a giveaway. So I'll let you know in a little bit what we're going to do for that. But let you know what I'm smoking here. Got some Baren HH Burley Flake. Now, I'm not a huge Burley guy, but being I like the Carter Hall quite a bit, I thought I'd give this stuff a try. And it's pretty decent, but it's still a Burley. It's good, and I'll definitely probably want to keep a tin on hand. But for me, I don't know that I'm necessarily gonna be cellaring it real deep or anything. But it's good, don't get me wrong. And I'm smoking it in my, I believe this is Omega. Ouch, mittens, your claws. He makes sure he's not going to lose a grip when he hops up on my lap. But this is, I think, kind of a knockoff of a Peterson system pipe. I'd like to get one someday, a Peterson, but I was prepared to buy one. When was that? Last weekend when I was at the GAW Fieldings in St. Paul. I was hoping they had a estate Peterson that had a system pipe, but all the ones that they had on hand were more of the traditional excuse me, the more traditional regular tenon type pipes. And I don't remember, I didn't really look at the new ones. I was mostly looking at their estate pipes, but this one I finally got it broke in decent. Did the honey treatment and had a few bowls through it. Don't know what I think about the P-lip yet. It seems to, well, obviously it deflects the smoke to the roof of your mouth, and it just seems like it gives me a coating on the roof of my mouth. It does help with the tongue bite, but it just makes the roof of my mouth, I don't want to say burnt, because I haven't really felt it burnt like with tongue bite, but anyway, it's a pretty good smoker now, though. And mittens, I think you're gonna have to get down. I don't know if you see them around here or not, but I got a fruit fly infestation in here, and they seem to really like all the tobacco. So I'm hoping that I got everything sealed up good enough that they're not going to get in it. But if you see some little bugs flying around, yeah, we got fruit fly infestation in here right now. So hopefully they'll be gone before too long. I had a couple of regular flies in here that were a little bit annoying, but don't seem to have any of them now. I just have hundreds of fruit flies everywhere, it seems like, especially around the tobacco. They just seem to think that they can get in all the bags and jars, and they love to hang out on my pipes, and it's kind of gross. But so I just make sure I wipe everything off before I smoke it, and still enjoy it. But as long as I'm at it, I'm going to set this down. I got it. It's pretty well done anyway. I've only got a couple minutes worth left in there, and I had a bowl of the Peterson 3P before this, and that stuff about knocked me on my butt. It was good though. But oh, when was it? A week or two ago, Josh at Gentry Vintage, he was kind of asking about travel pouches that are, you know, inexpensive and versatile, easy to use. So I just thought I'd show mine. This is actually a cigar case that I picked up off of one of the online retailers. Yeah, I haven't smoked a cigar to speak of, but let me take this stuff out. I think I've showed this before one time. Just a real basic case. Got the Team Freedom badge going on there. I added a little carabiner just to hang on if I need to. But works pretty good. Let me open it up here. Show you inside. Got room that I can keep 3 straight stem pipes. And I got my pipe lighter right there. I got a regular lighter there for backup. I should have a pack of matches in here too. And I got my Dr. Grabo filters, and then I got my tamper tool that I think that Josh at Gentry Vintage actually gave that to me with the Rossi pipe that I won from him. And my idea with this is, you know, I got 2 pipes of my own that I smoked, and I keep 1 new corn cob in there just in case I'm around somebody that wants to try it. I can give them that thing and they can give it a try. Got a couple of pipe cleaners in here, because you always need pipe cleaners. And I got a little pouch back behind here that I just keep a paper towel in, because it seems like I need to wipe stuff off once in a while. And I've got this thing that I think before I started presenting, I saw somebody showed how they use this thing. These are actually choppers that you can pick up. They're made out of stainless steel. Works out really well if you're like cutting a plug or breaking up a flake. I use it like a little valet. Just do it right on the tray here. And there's enough of a gap in there that once you got it all broken up or cut up, whatever you're doing, you can kind of tilt it up like that, and it falls into this little channel, and you can just pour it right into your bowl. Works pretty slick. And that got a little pocket behind here that fits in. There we go. So that's my travel pouch. Like I say, it wasn't terribly expensive, and doesn't take up a lot of space, and it works pretty good. And I usually just keep a couple of pouches of Captain Black, because that seems to be something that is, how would you say, generally non-offensive when you're in public. And then inside here, I'll usually have just a couple little bags that I keep a couple of different blends. I can pack it up and go. So anyway, that's my travel pouch. And thought it was pretty slick, so that's what I decided that I would do for a giveaway. Is we'd start with a travel pouch. So let me show you what we got for the giveaway. We'll start here. We got a travel pouch. Oh, it's got the carabiner in there too. So, same one as I got. I got one of those food choppers that you can use for valet. It goes with it. Got a corncob pipe. Missouri Meerschaum Legend. So you can either keep that or keep it in there for one to give away to somebody that wants to try pipe smoking. Got the lighter, little pipe lighter. Go in there. And let's see, what else we got in here? A box of goodies. Oh, we got to have some Dr. Grable filters. Got a pack of those we'll send with it. Got a, what is this? Rockwell tamper. I'm going to open this up, and so whoever gets this, yeah, it'll be open, but I'm opening it right here to just show you what it is. So, got the tamper, and flip it open, and you got your scooper, a pick, even got a corkscrew there for you. Looks like you can use it as a bottle opener too, maybe. So, handy little tool. Put it on your key ring if you want. Looks like it's got a little hole there for that. So, just kind of putting together the whole travel pipe kit here for you. And let's see what else we got here. I'm sure I'm not forgetting anything. Oh yeah, can't forget this. Captain Black. Original, Royal and Dark. And if you don't really care for the aromatics, throw in a tin of Peterson's Standard Mixture. And just for good measure, throw in a tin of the Balkan Cecchini there too. So, that's the giveaway. That's third place. Second place has everything that first place has, plus an unsmoked, what is this? It's not a high-end pipe. What is it? Purex brand? Something like that. New old stock, basically, unsmoked. I don't know if you can see that or not. And this has the screw-in stem with a stinger. Some guys like them, some guys don't. I like them. And we got that in addition to everything that third place gets. Plus we'll throw in a tin of Sherlock Holmes. So that's our second place. And no, I don't want to. Trains are pretty loud tonight, but I'm giving away, you know, the kind of stuff that I use and that I like. I guess I don't really, like I say, I don't really have much for the, what you consider the high-end factory pipes or even the Peterson Savinellis. So none of that is going to be given away since I don't have much of that myself. The best one I got is that Rossi that I won. But we'll go on to the first place, which has everything that second place has, and third place, except we do not have this pipe. We do have a pipe in there, but it's a different one. We have a new old stock. Maybe I better not call it new old stock, but unsmoked for sure. K. Woody, White Briar. I don't know if you can. I got kind of lousy lighting here, but unsmoked. It's got the stinger. Now, I'll do a little bit of cleanup on it, but you'll probably want to do a little bit more to clean it up a little bit more to your own standards when you get it. Say it's basically new old stock unsmoked, but there's a couple little scuffs and stuff on the bowl. It might be able to be polished out. And I guess along that lines, for polishing out, we're going to throw in a little bit of, what is this called? Pipe polish. Throw that in there, and let's see. Throw in a tin of nightcap. I say in addition to the other ones. And if you're not into Englishes, we're going to throw in a Scudo in there too. So the first place winner will get, what do we got here? 5 tins. Plus the 3 pouches of Captain Black. And the case and all that. So that's what you can win. Like I say, we'll have a third place, second place, first place. Now, I suppose we better have some rules with this. I don't like rules, but sometimes they help things go a little bit more smoothly. Okay, I got my cheat sheet here with the rules. Number 1, it's got to be legal for you. Whether you got to be legal age and has to be legal to wherever you live to use this stuff. And I think I'll have it open to everybody. I'm not looking forward to what it's going to cost to ship overseas, and you know, if it's going to cost me, you know, ridiculous amount, we might have to figure out something. And any taxes and duties and stuff are going to be your own responsibility if you're overseas. And you know, we'll try to work together and figure something out if someone from overseas wins. But let's see. And I will reserve the right to clarify and possibly adjust the rules as needed. I don't like to do that, but if I forget some detail that should be obvious that I forgot to say in this, I'll put out a video sometime to kind of amend and clarify. How long are we going to do this for? I'm thinking this video will probably post on Friday the 6th, and we'll give it about 2 weeks, depending on how things are going. I may extend it just a day or two or something, but probably for sure that weekend of 20th, 21st, somewhere in there is when we'll end it. Okay, and then how do we enter? We'll do one entry for a comment that has an answer to the question that I'm going to pose here momentarily, and 3 entries for a VR. Now, if you don't want your face plastered all over the internet, I understand that. But if you're interested in making a VR to get the 3 entries, you can do that and make the video private and send me the link so I can see it. Then I'll give you your 3 entries. So, my email, if you want to do that, should be on the, I think it's on the community page. It's pipeupnorth@gmail.com. And so what do we want to answer a question about, or do a VR about? Well, I thought about this for a while, and trying to come up with something really original and clever, and I kept going back to thinking the one that Josh at Gentry Vintage was about our collections. I can't do the same thing that he did, but I will say that it was inspired by that one. Now, many of us have collected different things over the course of our lives, you know, starting from when we were kids all the way up to present, and those collections have often changed over time. So the question will be, what was the first thing that you collected, probably as a kid, maybe as a young adult, that you still have at least part of the collection? I'll answer this how I would, is I'll maybe go into a little bit more than other people need to, but the first thing that I remember collecting was horseshoes. But that collection wasn't really my own doing. It was my dad kind of trying to encourage me to get into collecting something. And so he actually did most of the collecting for me on that. And I did pick up a couple here and there, and I made a little display board that at the local antique tractor show, set it up, and I should like say Dad did it, but I helped, I guess. This was, how old would I have been at that time? Maybe kindergarten, first grade, something like that. I was just a little kid. But the first thing that I probably collected on my own was in first grade. Now, remember, this was back in the early 80s. Stickers were the big thing. And everybody had these sticker books, and they'd trade their stickers, you know, from time to time. And they had, you know, you remember those scratch and sniff stickers? I think they still have them. But those were the good ones, especially if it was a flavor that you really liked. You could, you know, make a good trade to get one of them. The first collection that I started on my own, that I wasn't really, how do you say, as much peer pressured into like you are in school with the, like I was with the stickers. That I got into on my own, and that I still have, at least most of it, was beer cans. Now, and I got into this, I was probably second grade when I got into it. You know, what would that be, about 7 years old, 8 years old, something like that, which 7 or 8 year old collecting beer cans is a little weird, but you know, I thought they were kind of cool, and at the time you could get into it pretty cheap, free for a lot of it. I just walked the road ditches and pick up cans that were interesting. And I think I've shared some of this on previous videos too, that as the years went on, you know, we were going to antique tractor shows and flea markets just about every weekend in the summer. That was something that was encouraged by my parents to keep me busy, and so I'd pick up cans here and there at the flea markets and stuff, and developed over several years quite an extensive collection of, it was over 500 different cans that I had, and that I still have them. Say I retrieved the rest of it from Mom and Dad's house when I was down there a month or two ago. But I took some of it with me when I moved here, and see, I'm probably going to thin down the collection. Probably just stick with the older cone tops and flat tops. I don't have any right handy here that I can show you, but I'll show them sometime here. But yeah, and ended up getting a few of them. They're actually quite rare, and of course the artwork on those is like the tobacco tins too. There's some of them that are just beautiful. So anyway, yeah, that'll be the question. What was the first collection that you started doing that you still have? And now, I'm sure a lot of people don't have any of the collections of when they were a kid, but you know, whatever it may be. And if you don't have a collection, didn't think about that. Maybe what you collected as a kid that you maybe wish you still had, you know, whether it be, I don't know, baseball cards, or rocks, or marbles, or whatever it may be. So something related to a collection that you had when you were a kid that you either still have or wish you still had. So anyway, we'll do that for the question to get you entered, and so you can just leave a comment, a sentence or two, just kind of telling what you did and when you did it for a collection. And yeah. So anyway, that's it for now. I got a couple puffs left in here. Pretty well done. I need to sit away for, or set it down for a little bit anyway. It was that Peterson 3P that I had before this is still kind of lingering with the nick yet. So anyway, there we go. Got our 25,000 view VR. And if things keep going like they have been over the last week or two, I'm probably going to be hitting 500 before too long, but we're not going to do another VR for that. In fact, I wouldn't expect another VR for that. It's late at night here right now when I'm recording this, and I'm ready for bed. We're not going to do another giveaway for 500, but you know, maybe when we get 1,000 or some other milestone that nobody else does a giveaway for. We'll do another one again someday. But for now, this is it. I know there's a few people that, you know, the prize package might not be, you know, what you want, but I'd still love to hear your VRs, and if you end up winning and it's something you don't want, you can give it away to somebody who'd appreciate it, or if you got somebody else that you'd like me to send it to, let me know. Like I say, I still need to. Same rules will apply as far as shipping. It has to be legal for them to own it and be in possession of it and stuff. Legal age, and, you know, a country where it's not outlawed for their situation. Yeah, I think this is pretty well done. So anyway, that's what we got, and we're running really long here, but I hope it was worth it for you. If you got any questions on details, leave it in the comments, let me know, because, you know, I don't do giveaways every day, so I don't really know all the nuances of how to go about doing it, but this is what we're going to try to do. So anyway, I think that's about all we got for now. Hoping to head up north this weekend, get a few more odds and ends taken care of before it starts getting real cold out. Make sure that the wood stove is working good and all that stuff. And picked up one of those Chinese diesel heaters that I think that'll work pretty good for some of these in-between seasons for heating it there. Because sometimes, unless it's really cold out, that wood stove is just too hot sometimes. So anyway, this is like the third time I'm closing it up here, so I think this is for real this time. I'll let you go. Joshua Stewart, Pipe Up North. Have a good day.